Hey guys, so we recently celebrated 7 years of marriage a few days ago, and we decided to share 7 lessons that we've learned in our 7 amazing years of marriage. So my wife is here, as you can see, and I hope you listen to some of the lessons we're about to share. So, should I go first? All right. So, the first thing I would say is this: even though weddings might be overrated in this part of the world, marriage is not in any way overrated. Now, I know we live in a time where we've heard all kinds of stories about how marriages are failing, and you have all kinds of statistics about divorce rate increasing, and generally, bad news just tends to fly faster than good news. And there are people that are even wondering, is it really worth it? Now, I'm not one of those people that believe that you must be married to make anything meaningful out of your life. All right, marriage is not an accomplishment or a goal, but marriage has immense potentials if you are ready to work at it. And when I say if you're ready, I'm talking about both the guy and the lady. Two people that are willing to put in the work would get immense, tremendous results. I'm not going to sit here and try to pretend like we've been fighting every year of our marriage and we are just managing ourselves. We're having a time of our life and we didn't drop for another planet. And the essence of this video is, to be able to share some of the things and some of the lessons we've learned. We're still making progress, we're still learning, still making adjustments. But we found out that since the two of us are willing to make it work, we're a team essentially. We're having a wonderful, beautiful time in marriage. So marriage is not overrated in any way. You might be listening to us and you've heard all kinds of terrible things about people cheating on each other, about people's hopes being shattered. That is not what God designed it to be. There are many people that have wonderful marriages, and in fact, some of them are afraid to come out and talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want somebody to
Scared
target
of
my
the
husband, I
backlash.
don't want somebody to target my wife. But listen, marriage was God's idea, not a man's idea, and everything that God gives is good. God gives good gifts. God doesn't start institutions that should ruin us. The question is, are the two of you ready to put in the work? Are you ready to work as a team? Are you ready to make the marriage work? So marriage is not in any way overrated. What do you think?
Yeah, I think marriage is a training ground. I think marriage will test you, marriage will prune you, marriage would reveal to you your weaknesses and correct it. And then you must be open to learn. So it's not enough to say, oh, that's the way I am, that's my temperament, take me as I am. Marriage will humble you. I remember I had a big issue with time management, and marriage showed me clearly how deep the issue was. I remember once I had my son, and I just broke down one day because my husband, I say it all the time that he's a military man. I'm the civilian, and so he's all prompt, timely, follows the rules and everything. Me, I'm just a please, let's enjoy this life. We didn't come to this life to suffer and all. And then I remember that he had driven me that day so hard with, let's get somewhere early, let's do this early. And then I just broke down crying, and I'm like, you're driving me hard, and I'm not sure I can take this.
And shortly
And
after, I started crying.
yeah, we both started crying, and we discussed everything. But I remember that I left that place and I took a time management course because I said that okay, yes, I have a child, yes, but I'm not the only one with a child. And I went on to take a time management course, and I think I'm better now, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm better now. And marriage is a place where you can go. Like he gives me feedback, like, hey, God, as in hot, the way it is, and there's no smiling, no, you are this, work on it, and I can't take it personal. Just work on whatever weakness it is that you have,
But I say it in a nice way,
and grow.
don't
You
I?
don't say it in a nice way, no. You don't look nice saying it. You don't say it in a nice way. You just give me feedback like that, and so it's important to be able to take feedback. It has helped me improve in a lot of areas because I don't personalize it and say, oh, you are saying I am bad at this. I take it as, oh, I can be better at that, and I should grow in this area, and I have. I remember one feedback you gave me with respect to nannies. It pained me because I felt these nannies don't get it. They are slow, they are dull, and all. But when I took my own part of the deal and worked on myself, it really helped me. And that's an area that you can't take lightly if you're married and you want to thrive, because your domestic staff are critically important. So being kind to them, being patient with them, cutting them some slack, and you improving in your own area. So I realized when I took feedback, I worked on being more organized as a person. So I drew up timetables, I set up SOPs. So when you wake up, this is what you do at so time. And all those things have gone on to help a lot. Setting up timetables for the children instead of blaming the girl for not being, or the woman for not being able to do this, and not being able to read your mind. Just tabulate everything, write everything, and it has really helped. So that marriage helping you to grow is a big one.
Yeah, it is. It is. So similar to what she said about feedback, that
Mm.
probably brings us to the second point, which is this. I believe if a marriage is going to work, no secrets.
Okay.
No secrets, full disclosure. Now, this is one area where I think the men probably tend to have more challenges. I have a philosophy that if you're going to give your wife or your partner any surprises, it should be pleasant surprises. All right? Yes, pleasant surprises. All right, but no secrets. Your weaknesses, your frailties, whatever it is, no matter how bad it is. And I know it goes both ways. While you should be able to open up, one of the scriptures I usually cite when it comes to the subject of no secrets is the Bible says that two of them, the man and the wife, were both naked but not ashamed. You must be able to bear. If you're going to form for anybody, you can't form for your partner. You can't form for your spouse. All right. And the other side to it is that the partner should be able to create an environment where you can be vulnerable. All right. Where you can, you're not going to shout and lash out. Where it can, open up and say, okay, so these are the challenges I'm having. All right, this is what I think. What do you think about this? So whether it's about full disclosure with respect to things that are going on in your life, your thoughts, your struggles, or giving honest feedback, like she said, it's extremely crucial. Don't keep secrets from each other.